Blac Chyna she's been going through this realization as of late. She's getting like this topic example says that she got a huge demonic tattoo removed from her body. She's removed fillers and some plastic surgery that she's had. She switched her name back to, I think, Angela. I don't know her last name, but her first name is Angela. She switched it legally back from Blac Chyna to Angela. She's back believing in her faith, and she's saying basically that she's stopping from posting on OnlyFans for the sake of her kids. She doesn't want her kids growing up to see her in a different light than she. I guess she in her perspective, she wants to set a better example for her kids now that they're getting a little older. But I mean, what do you think about this?
I think I commend her for, especially like I saw that she's taken out her fillers and all of this, and I commend her for that. I told you off the air, like the whole, once you create that kind of content, it's not gonna disappear just because you stop posting it. As a matter of fact, I find that the older that the kids get, it's a little better to understand than when they're younger, and people start looking you up and this and that. But that reputation is going to be so, and you shouldn't have a reputation. It is work, right? And it's funny because you hear some people say, oh, it's modeling work, it's this and that. But some people do look down upon it. Some people frown upon it. And I create content on OnlyFans myself. I'm not shy about it. And yeah, I know where she's coming from, because I remember when I made the decision, the hardest thing that I had to deal with is the fact that once it's out there, even if I stop doing it right now, it's not going to go away that I did do it for a period of time. So props to her, but just stop doing it. It's not, or ignoring that you did it. It's not going to change the fact that you did it. And your kids are still going to run into that sooner or later. What reasoning you give them for why you did it, that's on you. But that it just never goes away, and that's a reputation that will find. You shouldn't, like I said, you shouldn't have a reputation for it. It's a job. It's to me, I see it as a business. But yeah, there is a reputation that comes with it that it's not gonna go anywhere just because you stop doing it. People are still gonna be like, well, you used to be on it, So it's whatever. I hate the double standard, and I almost wish that in a way it was a little bit more normalized, to the point that people don't have to say, I'm gonna stop doing it so my kids don't think negative of me, because then now you're helping towards the stigma that it is wrong. And it is not wrong. You know what I mean? Like I can talk about sex workers, and it's not all sex work on OnlyFans, don't get me wrong, but it is known for being a sexier, edgier content. It should be normal. It shouldn't be something that you have to say, I'm going to stop doing it because I don't want people to see me in a different light. Because if you say that yourself and you see it yourself, then people are not going to change the way that they see the girls creating content there.
Yep. Let me ask, I don't know if you know about Blac Chyna. I don't know much. Was she like a dancer or a stripper? Like is that what she was doing before?
I have no idea where she came from. I just remember her blowing up out of the blue. But I do remember knowing about her before she had a kid by Rob Kardashian.
I know she.
Like I do remember her being bigger. Yeah.
I don't think that she was a porn star. I think she may have been like a stripper or a dancer that got like famous, and then she kind of broke into that scene.
Yeah, I can't remember where she came from. I just remember her blowing up, and then she started dating Rob, and then we saw like that was a turbulent breakup, and it is what it is. But that's another thing too, is if you don't want to create content, but you were doing that, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I definitely I agree with you 100%. Like anything you put on the internet is never gonna go away. It can always be found. All you can do is just post new content that's just going to push it down. But again, it's always there.
Still there. It's still there. And yeah, but I understand, a lot of us, like when people ask me, because I've been on that platform for a while, and I get a lot of people that come to me for advice. And the first advice that I give them is the people that you love, the people that you care about, tell them yourself, because you don't want them finding out the way that everybody else finds out, like, oh, you're making that kind of content online. So that's the first thing that I personally, that I don't know who listens to this or whatever, but I went to my closest family and friends and told them what I was planning on doing, because I never wanted them to find out in a different way. Hear it from me, and that's it. Right. So that's like my number one advice. And my number two advice that I give people is, don't forget, once you put it out, it's not going to go. It's not gonna go away.
Yeah.
You can deactivate, you can stop making the content, but people will somebody will still remember that at one point you were putting that content out. So
Yeah.
yeah, she can stop. Like you said, you can create all this new content. You can revamp your image, but it's still gonna be there, and there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. I don't think that kind of work is bad work. It's not illegal. You know what I mean? Like, but whatever. Again, even if we the creators start thinking that what we do is wrong or frowned upon, then everybody's gonna continue to frown upon it instead of just owning it and say, yeah, I create content on OnlyFans. It's great business for me. And leave it at that.
She had a huge lawsuit against the Kardashians for I think it was like a defamation lawsuit that she lost.
Mm-hmm. She lost it, right? That's what I thought.
Yeah, they talked about it in the last season of the show on Hulu. Things came out here and there. Obviously, she had the show with. I think it was because of the show that she had with Rob.
Yeah.
Rob Kardashian, and then once they got divorced or whatever happened with them, they stopped doing the show, and she didn't get paid. I don't know, something like that. But I think it has to do with
once you take part in these reality shows, it's out there. And a lot of times they script the stories. They're not reality. A lot of these things are scripted. They're obviously planted stories to make the show interesting, but that also doesn't go away.
Yeah, it's crazy, but good. Listen, kudos to her. She's deciding to change her image, revamp her.
Good for her.
I guess she's looking to move her career in a different direction, but it is what it is, and hope it works out for her. That's all we can do.
We'll see.
If you want to see all our videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, click the subscribe button below. Otherwise, we'll start posting spoilers about your favorite new movies.